This is a Bollywood's misinterpretation of Northeast India by Missimi. Even 4 months ago. Read this. Let's see.
This is Missimi. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're updated. The only thing that is outdated is my last video, which was 8 months ago. So this better be a banger, because
Okay.
today's topic is
A lot of
misrepresentation
self-awareness
of Northeast
meta
India
jokes.
in Bollywood. So India has 28 states, used to be 29, and 8 union territories, Siklo. But in Bollywood, you won't know that, because most films are overwhelmingly set in the Hindi belt of India. Now you
Yeah,
might say movie hai,
in
movie hai
Bollywood.
chale.
So
But if movies were just movies, Devdas dekh ke log apni nas nahi kaat rahe hote. Now let's look at how things happen since I last
that is a
mentioned.
big discourse,
When
right?
Bollywood first started
That
growing
that is
up,
a big discourse online about movies. Should you let movies be movies, or should there be some moral standard that you should apply on movies as to, like, okay, like, movies have an impact on real life, so they should have like some like moral ethical standards. I personally think you should let movies be movies unless they are crossing a line, because there is some creative liberty that should go into a movie. People shouldn't be scared to make movies and tell good and engaging stories, right? If people watch a movie and decide to do something stupid, uh, doesn't mean the onus of the action goes entirely on the movie. It means you also did something stupid. So I feel like, yes, there should be some standard, but it's not like you should like absolutely kill the creative liberty of movie making. Was that really nice?
independence, the focus was on building a national identity. But that national really meant North Indian, especially
Yeah.
Hindi speaking culture. Through the 50s, 60s, and 70s, films like Mother India
Focus on the topic. Focus on the topic.
and Sholay.
It's about misinterpretation of Northeast India. If you don't know about Northeast India is basically the part of India which is closer to China, in like northeastern part, and and the and because of their geographical location, their features are more East Asian, um, like those in the neighboring countries. Okay, those in the neighboring countries. So that creates a situation where there are like stereotypes in there, and they are kind of subjected to a lot of weird scenarios. I mean, yeah, she does. But I'm saying you can also focus on the topic. Training the Amasab. Okay, you should support the channel. Support the channel. You know what? Yeah, you should support the channel. I was gonna do it after the video, but now that you said it, I should do it.
Build this template.
Gonna comment. Watch it first.
Gao,
Focus.
Mandir,
I'll post
this
the
was
link.
Bollywood's idea of
I'll
India.
post the link
The
in
North
chat after you watch it. Focus on the topic. What I was saying, yeah, Northeast India has people who are stuck in a weird situation where rest of India doesn't treat them as part of India, whereas the rest of Asia doesn't treat them as part of Asia. So they're stuck in this weird limbo of not feeling like they belong anywhere. No? So with that comes a lot of alienization and a lot of stereotypes, which are then interpreted in movies. No? Okay, chill. Chill.
East was already making cinema. Jyoti
Something's like, I don't know. I'm just watching the video.
Prasad Agarwala made Joy Mutti in 1935. It was Assam's first film and also one of India's earliest talkies. But when Bollywood was defining Indian cinema in 1950s, they weren't looking east. The Northeast, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh,
Yeah, see,
Nagaland.
this is India, right? So this part is Northeast India, and this here you have Nepal, Bhutan, and then this you have China. So they have like geographical closeness to them. So a lot of features they end up developing are like East Asian features, which is like normal, but it ends up working against them in terms of like the rest of India kind of alienates them based on that. Based on that. I'm from Northeast India, Assam, right? So this is Assam, right under Bhutan. Bhutan is a different country, obviously. Hope she's single. Why would they? What are you gonna do? You're gonna go. You're gonna go ask her out. Okay, all the best, man. Hope it works out for you. Let me know how it goes.
Mizoram, Manipur, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Sikkim makes up 8% of India's total population. That's roughly 112 million people, based on India's 2024 estimated population. To put that in perspective, that's more than the population of countries like Egypt or Philippines. So this
Mm. I don't know. You'll have to look it up.
ignorance. Part of it was
Focus on the
geography,
topic. Lock in, lock in, lock in. I don't want to make this 2
The
hours long.
integration of northeastern states in India was really messy and incomplete. Nagaland signed a
Yes, it was.
agreement
It was.
in
It was.
1947 for autonomy, which later fell apart, sparking the Naga Rebellion and the introduction
You
of
need to
Armed
follow. No,
Forces
no, you don't
Special
need to.
Powers Act.
You can send a
1950.
message request.
Manipur had a functioning elected assembly in 1948.
Dude's actually
But
gonna
that
ask.
was dissolved
Okay.
in 1949
Be respectful.
when the Maharaja was forced to merge with India
Okay?
under
Don't be
controversial
weird.
circumstances. Mizoram saw a devastating famine in 1950s, and when Delhi's
Letting
response
in
was
here.
inadequate, anger turned into the Mizo National Famine Front, which later became a separatist movement. This led to the 1966 Aizawl bombing. This was the only time when Indian Air Forces had bombed its own citizens.
Okay, so this is the thing about video essays, right? I like video essays. I like watching them. But I also have a pet peeve about video essays that stray from the topic. Like, yes, this is very important history about Northeast India that you should know about. But that, like this, I thought this was going to be from the perspective of movies, like how movies pick stereotypes and stuff. But like the history, it just feels like padding, basically. I don't know.
Tripura's demographic shifted drastically after partition, turning the indigenous population
Is it important? Is it important to know the history? Yes, but I feel like no.
into a minority in their own state. Instead of being integrated, the region was treated as sensitive, border territory, and other, and that showed up in films as complete silence. By the 80s and 90s, Bollywood went full NRI mode. The reality showed London.
Dude, so many movies were NRI movies, dude. Basically, Dharma Industries and Karan Johar was like,
Kabhi
okay,
Khushi Kabhi Gum had UK
they were like
mansions.
printing NRI
Kapoor had New
movies.
York. Punjab and Gujarat were on screen. NRIs got full family sagas. They had the time to film Shah Rukh Khan in mustard fields in London. They had time to send one camera to Shillong. From the 1950s to 1970s, there was zero Northeast presence except Danny Denzongpa from Sikkim, who began
Yeah, I remember him, dude. He used to play like villains and stuff. Nice actor, dude.
here in 1971, but was mostly cast as a villain or a foreigner.
Yeah.
The 1990s brought rare tribal background characters in films, always unnamed or without context. The irony is thick because while Bollywood ignored the Northeast, the region's own filmmakers were creating world-class cinema. Zahanu Burwa from Assam was winning national awards throughout the 80s and 90s, and his Halodia Sorai about Han Khai won the
I haven't watched many northeastern movies actually. I remember hearing about Assamese industry actually. I heard that Assamese movie industry has been making some movies.
Silver Leopard at the Locarno International Film Festival.
Because I remember someone talking about how it's very difficult to distribute movies that are made in like industries that are not Bollywood or Tollywood or like some big commercial industries. I think it was someone from Assamese movie industry. I don't
Shyam
know.
Sharma from Manipur had Ishanao, screened at Cannes.
Calm down and focus on the topic then.
In the uncertain regard section, but their work never crossed into mainstream Bollywood. It was only in 2000s that Bollywood started showing the Northeast, but in a very limited way. 2000s saw the rise of the Northeast face for visual diversity in songs and ads, but still no lead roles.
Yeah,
Sports biopics like
true.
Mary Kom or Akhone tried to spotlight
Ooh.
Northeastern lives.
Ah.
Even in Mary Kom, Priyanka Chopra was casted as the lead role instead of
Yeah, that is a thing. Like a lot of the times, people producers will hire bigger stars instead of picking someone who's like more similar to the person who's being cast. You know. Oof. Yeah.
any Manipuri actress.
Meow, Kinom 1000, how's it going? Thanks for dropping in. Is it Kenom? Like Venom? Is it like Venom? Is it Kenom or Kinom? What it is? Yeah, I'm like, I'm like, what are you guys doing? I was just wrapping up my stream by watching this video called Bollywood's Misrepresentation of Northeast India. Hmm. Venom without the K? Oh, but Kenom, okay. Kenom 1000,
Make a
okay.
film about representation
Welcome in,
without
welcome in. How's it
representation.
going? We're watching a video called Bollywood's Misrepresentation of Northeast India. And we have gotten 4 minutes through, which is like a record for me actually. I usually my pace is usually 1 minute per 15 minutes. Successfully, we are getting through it. An actress from Manipur herself questioned this. Yeah, we were talking about casting, right? A lot of times casting happens. A lot of them casting happens in a way where the producer is looking at numbers, right? Everything's about numbers at the end of the day for movies. A lot of them, what producer does is to bring more footfall, they will cast someone who is bigger rather than someone who's very accurate to the role. Looks at Ottoman, sorry, a teardrop rolling down your face, like just don't look at him. It's fine. If you don't look at him, he won't look at you. Just don't look him in the eye. Everything's okay. Like the Archons, don't look him in the
Itself questioned this casting decision. A girl from Northeast should have been cast to ensure authenticity, is what she said. Even Priyanka Chopra later acknowledged the problem.
And you'll bring out the worst in you. Now that I understand, okay, I'm adapting. Okay, you have to understand. I am adapting as a streamer also. Yeah, give me some time. Give me some
Problematic nature of the casting.
improvise, adapt, overcome.
There was also a lot of cultural context removed from the film, which turned it into any generic sports film. Films about insurgency or terrorism set in Assam or Manipur use the region as an exotic danger zone, not a place where ordinary people live. Even films like Chak De India
That happens.
northeastern characters with potential often made punchlines rested on their
Gotta stop choosing videos like this. So why? I want to watch it.
differences instead of their hockey skills.
Well, we also have fault here. What fault here? Focus on the topic at hand then. How the fuck is it? What? It's my fault you can't focus on the topic?
And this one is
Fuck.
my personal favorite. In 2 states.
Gooner as fucks? How's that my fault?
His girlfriend is South Indian. This is what she
You don't actually to quickly think about that sentence. I want you to think about that sentence. Think about what you just typed. Not me though. Yeah, not you though.
says.
मैंने ऑलरेडी एक अच्छी और एजुकेटेड लड़की ढूंढ लिया ना मॉम.
हाँ पर उते मद्रासन है ना तो
Yeah, it's just it's no. It's like Bollywood movies are like full of like stereotypes. Like everyone is Madrasi in South India. Everyone in Northeast is Chinese. It's just everyone is just all like stereotypes. Everyone in like Punjabi is like balle balle. It's like
तू कहेगा किसी गुड़िया आसामी कुड़ी नाल ब्याह करना है ऐसे थोड़ी होता है.
The implication is clear. Even cross-regional Indian relationships are more acceptable than
bro. Okay, in the end, I am the getting a gooner. I'm calling you all of you a gooner. Not a gooner. I'm calling all of you gooners. I've been telling you to focus on the topic. Grow up. It's okay.
bringing home someone from Northeast. The Anek
You're the one finding out that that's also true.
dilemma. So the film Anek, directed by Anubhav Sinha, starring Ayushmann Khurrana, was significant for being the first mainstream Bollywood film to center a northeastern story with a major star and substantial budget. Critics noted that Ayushmann
I haven't watched it. Have you guys watched it?
Khurrana's character had a mainland savior complex. Set in an unnamed northeast, which state? Like if you have watched the movie, you will understand. The location is actually Nagaland, but entire problem may blanket.
I want to go to Northeast India. I think I've Curious person I haven't seen in a while. SMS. I mean, that's fine. That's what I'm saying. Did I ever say that you guys are being like actually creepy or something? I'm saying yes. I understand where you guys are coming from, but focus on the topic. Be respectful. I'm not saying you're being too weird. Too old for this con. I am too old for this con. Actually, do you want me do you want me to give you guys like the bees and you want me to give you like the birds and bees conversation? Bollywood stereotypes transform IRL people's opinions. I feel that is true. Yes. In some way, I was talking about it a little before. I was like, um, there is a debate on whether how much of an impact movies have on real life, right? Some people say that there should be no limit on creative liberty, that all movies should be made as intended, and there is an other side of it saying no, there should be like strict moral standards on movies because movies have an impact on real life. But my opinion is yes, there should be moral standards, but I feel like there should be like a hard line after like there should be like a threshold. Up until that threshold, I feel like there should be a lot of creative liberty. There should be a lot of creative liberty, and it should not get in the way of creative filmmaking. And I feel like I can't think of any movie so far that has like even reached that thing. People don't understand it though. That is true. I mean, that is also a thing about filmmaking, right? In terms of movies. So what has happened for a while is the onus of understanding a movie has been shifted. Okay, let me rephrase it actually. So for a long time, movie makers have been making dumb movies. Okay, they make dumb movies, and they have gotten the audience used to watching dumb movies. And then what happens? They make a complicated movie, but then in the beginning, when people don't watch it, because a lot of the movies you will notice when complicated movies are made in India, they won't do well in the beginning, but slowly they will pick up later. They'll become like cult classics and stuff. So what they want is that initial bang of watching, like getting those numbers. So if you look at Nolan, for example, Interstellar, if you look at, for example, if you look at Interstellar, right? It's not like people don't understand complicated movies. If you because a lot of people watch Interstellar in India, a lot of people watch Oppenheimer in India. They were like insanely good movies. It's not like people don't have the capacity to think. It's just that people producers are too afraid of losing money. So just at the end of the day, it's about numbers. Amazing movie. It is an amazing movie. Yes. It also makes you think, right? It does not like spoon feed you all the information.
Pick their hair. In Arunachal, the major problem that usually comes up is China breathing down their neck. So that is a problem
Yeah, that is true. And China has been trying to claim Arunachal Pradesh for a long time.
that is specific to Arunachal. But for Nagaland, for many years, insurgency was a
Inflow that has been put out for years. No, yeah, it's all about money, right? It's all about money. So if original movie comes out, people watch it, people like it. Every producer studio comes out, they take that formula, they like okay, start stamping these movies, and then then like 4 or 5 movies of that formula will fail. Then people will stop making that formula. Then a new movie will come. Then everyone start copying that formula. No, people who are into good movies are rare too. I guess you could say that because a lot of people watch movies as escapism, right? They're not looking for complicated stuff. A lot of people are like, they have their 9 to 5, they come home, they have their kids, they have their life, and they are going for escapism. That makes sense. Because you have to remember the average spender in India is not you or me. The average spender in India is someone who wakes up in the morning, has breakfast, goes to office, works from morning to evening, comes home, changes, takes a shower, sits, watches primetime news, eats dinner, goes to bed. They don't have the time or the mental capacity to be spending on movies. No, my English completely dies when I try to type as fast as I think. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that happens with me also. I when I'm writing something, I'm like, oh shit, my hand can't keep up. Come on. The Big Boss is famous, I guess. Lol. Yeah, I mean, think of Big Boss. What is Big Boss? Big Boss is ultimate chaos entertainment. It is train wreck that happens from 9 to 10, which is prime time spot. People come home from offices, they freshen up, sit to eat dinner, watch 1 hour of TV, go to bed. They don't. They only care about that 1 hour. What can maximize the entertainment in that 1 hour? You know.
problem. The film's location is very vague, only Northeast is mentioned. Lumping the diverse region into one generic zone is part of the problem. So, what is the real world cost of all this? When Ladakh appeared in Three Idiots, tourism spiked.
Yeah.
Ye Jawani Hai Diwani turned Udaipur into a wedding hotspot. Queen inspired a wave of Europe solo trips.
Mhm.
Pop culture doesn't just entertain, it attracts attention, investment, and
So
even
many people I
politics.
know are planning trips to Spain because they watched the thing in America dobara.
When Northeast is missing from cinema, it becomes even easier for the rest of the country to overlook when
By
floods
planning, I mean is just friends talking, saying we should go to Spain one day. It's not like they're rich enough to go.
hit, when roads collapse, or even when conflict arises. Clearly, people from Northeast have always contributed massively to nation building.
Yeah.
Soldiers from Assam Regiment and Naga Scouts fought on the front lines in 1962's India-China War. The region has been a consistent source of army and paramilitary recruits. Some of India's greatest athletes come
Man,
from
I've been
here.
streaming for more than
Assam's
4 months.
tea
Damn.
plantations and oil wells have fueled the
Crazy.
country's economy for over a century. Yet none of this nation building gets reflected in popular culture. But the violence is real. On January 29, 2000,
Yeah, unfortunately, even an attack happened recently, right?
2014, Needu Tana,
What a man has been
a
falling for one
19-year-old
day. Shame,
student from
shame this
Arunachal
man.
Pradesh, was beaten to death in Delhi after shopkeepers allegedly began mocking his ethnic origin and East Asian physical features, calling him
Was it dream destination like in Northeast or like in India?
Chinky. The hashtag killed by racism trended. But Nido's case wasn't isolated. When COVID-19
Yeah,
hit,
even
there was
recently
no
a student
one of my own friends came up to me and
was
told me
attacked,
that
right?
she was spat on in
Unfortunate.
Delhi after being called Corona. Delhi has been identified as the worst offender among metro cities for racial discrimination against people from Northeast. A 2020 NHRC study found that 81% of Northeast students in Delhi face racial discrimination. 81%. That is not a small number.
Yeah.
Stories exist.
I've seen it when like I said, I have Northeastern friends. I've seen it live. People call them Nepali, people call them Chinky, Chinese. I'm like, dude, it's like, and I've seen, because I've been their friend, I've seen the back end of it, how they feel about it, you know? You just, why? You know? Chat humor. Hey, welcome in. I appreciate it.
Northeast India who have entered Bollywood face a fundamental
Tokenism, yeah.
struggle
Tokenism
of
trap.
being seen as ordinary.
The same thing, tokenism happens with South India, Northeast India, LGBT. It's like, whose fault is it? Whose fault is it? Thanks for the follow again, Waterman. I know I punched a guy for this. Yeah. Should have. Good. I'm not promoting violence, by the way. Shit, I forget I'm streaming, dude. I in a video game. Hypothetically, yes. I'm not promoting violence. Wow. Imagine you've been following me for 1 minute, dude. Imagine. Hypothetically, yes, hypothetically.
Lynn Rasharam had criticized Bollywood's tendency to cast actors with Asian features and stereotypical roles. Even I went for a shoot and I was casted as the Northeastern girl, but when I went to the shoot, they were like, "You don't look Northeastern enough." She says, being an Indian, in our Indian films, we are playing Indonesian roles, waitresses, Koreans, and other characters.
Yeah, the amount of times I see it, dude. I don't know. I don't know if I should call it a boon or a bane, because yes, it's giving a lot of jobs, but also it's like, I don't know. Like a lot of northeastern actors being cast as like Chinese, Japanese, Korean, etc. in movies. I'm like, yes, they're getting jobs, which is good, but also double edged. Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
but not an Indian. Diversity would make it insulting. Andrea Taryang experienced this in Pink. While the film was groundbreaking, her character was a token, there to highlight racial discrimination. She was the one racially abused, reducing her character to a symbol rather than a fully realized person. So, why does Bollywood do this? Why? Several factors contribute to this representation gap: distance and cost. It's cheaper to shoot in
Yeah,
Punjab or
that is true. That is true because a lot of the times the physical distance between two places is a lot. You will notice the closer two entities are, the more influence they have on each other. Okay, for example, should I bring it up? I don't want to get political. Okay, anyway. Firing close today,
Gujarat, then transport crew
Uh,
to remote northeast locations. Producers think that Hindi-speaking
We'll have to eat
audiences will
McDonald's
relate
today.
to northeast stories, but good storytelling transcends geography. Lack of insider voices. Few writers or directors from northeast get budgets or platforms for
Yeah,
authentic
true.
storytelling.
True.
Industry networks. Bollywood remains dominated.
Also, it's a very networking heavy thing, right? Distribution, for example, for movies, because we were talking about movies, distribution is very hard to get your movie distributed, because if a distributor doesn't want to pick up your movie, then what are you gonna do? If OTTs are not gonna buy your movie, then what are you gonna do? Luckily, a lot of movies get posted on YouTube and they do well on YouTube, but what can you do? The city and still 2 for it to get there without traffic. Oof. Do you have any like local burger joints? Uh,
By certain regional networks or film
like if there's no like McDonald's, if Burger King is closed, there has to be like some competition locally,
factories.
like Raju Burger Wala or something. I don't
Harder
know.
for outsiders to break in. So, what is exactly missing? Normal life, everyday culture, weddings, festival, food.
You can order though. Yeah, you can. You know what you can do? Genius idea. I'll tell you. Genius idea. Listen to me. Order from McDonald's. Okay. And after this stream ends, rewatch the stream from beginning. Listen to me. Rewatch it. By the time it ends, it'll be here. Easy. My screen. Show.
Food, fashion,
No,
all
why you want to dox yourself?
never makes it to the screen. What's missing is stories where Northeast is just normal life. A romantic thriller in Imphal, a family drama in Kohima,
Yeah.
a detective thriller in Shillong. Stories where Northeastern people aren't just symbols but full people. Ask an app.
It's like it's about writing, right? A lot of the difference comes out in writing. It's like, are you treating them as like a normal? Is it are you treating it like a normal location with normal people with normal actors, or are you treating it like you're putting it in people's face? And it's like, oh, did you see? Did you see? This is not this one, not this actor actually. Northeast. We're in Northeast actually. We're Northeast actor. We're casting. Did you notice it's Northeast? Did you notice? LGBT. Like, did you know she's lesbian? Did you know? Lesbian. We cast lesbian actually. The tokenism like that is.
Bollywood fan to name one movie from Assam or Nagaland, they would be black. And of course, Bollywood isn't the sole cause of racial discrimination, but it has a
And
huge
the
impact.
and the funny part about just finding the most stereotypical person.
Change things. So if Bollywood won't show it,
Northeast look on your phone. I mean, she did say she's from Northeast, so that automatically works out. Like it was like a coincidence.
we have to do our part.
It was a genius
You should
coincidence.
check out films like Village Rockstar, that was India's official Oscar.
Oh, Tiff entry,
Even
nice.
Miracle, that is created with barely any crew. Amis, which is again an Assamese film made in 2019. It is a love story, but it's nothing like what you're expecting. Bulbul Can Sing, another Reema Das film that featured at Toronto International Film Festival and won the National Award for the Best Assamese Film. Three Smoking Barrels, Manipuri film. It's an ambitious film made by Sanjay Dev, covering wildlife crime and insurgency. Loktak Leh MB, it's a Manipuri National Award winner set on the floating Loktak Lake. Crossing Bridges, Arunachal Pradesh, even streaming platforms are starting to notice. For example, Patal Lok on Prime Video included a new Manipuri subplot showing a migrant life without cheap jokes. So what can actually be
Other look is good.
cast Northeastern actors as Indians, not foreigners. Hire Northeastern writers and crew for authentic stories. Set films in Northeast without making them about conflict. Normalize Northeastern culture like we normalize Punjabi weddings and Gujarati garbas. So the next time you watch an all-India Bollywood film, pay attention to what's missing. If one whole region is erased, people grow with no sense of diversity. Because until we demand stories from every corner of India, we are living
Better
in a
writing,
version
dude.
of our own country. Thanks for
Better
watching.
writing.
If
We
I
just need
mispronounced
better
something,
writers. It's just we have been using the same writers from years ago. They have the same formulas, same stories. They don't know how to do new things. There you go. There's the video. Go support the channel, like it, subscribe it, comment. I'm gonna write a movie. I've thought about it. I'm just not very good at writing. In the sense that just like here, but I don't know how, Anyway, thanks for dropping in, guys. Thanks for watching. We had fun. Don't forget to follow so you can catch me live again. Have a good day. All the best with what you're doing. See you in the next stream.